Okay, dial gauge. Dial gauge. If you're using this, you will need this. Okay? Okay, this is a This is a 15-pound weight, 15 psi. And if you are processing below 2,000 feet, then your altitude, if you are processing with an altitude below 2,000 feet, then, and you are using this as your gauge, then you will need this, and you will be processing at 11 psi. So this dial gauge would go all the way up to 11, and you would try to keep it there at 11. If it goes below 11, you're going to have to start your processing time all over again. Now it will bounce around, and try not to let it go past your 15. If it gets past 15, then pretty soon it'll be all the way up to 20, and then on mine it says caution. And you want to stay very clear from that. But try to keep it at 11 if you are below 2,000 feet. If you are above 2,000 feet or above, now I have a Presto, and my book, this is telling me that if I'm at 2,001 feet to 4,000 feet, then my pounds per pressure would be 12 pounds. So I would have to keep it at 12 psi on this dial. And if I'm over 4,000 feet, between 4,000 feet and 6,000, well, between 4,001 feet and 6,000 feet, then it would be 13 psi on this. If you're over 6,000 feet above sea level as your altitude, then from 6,001 to 8,000, 14 psi. So you'll be almost right there at 15. So hopefully you have a book like this. If not, then I'm going to have this on the video, and I'll pause it so that you can see it. But anyway, this should not rock. It'll just be laying on there, and it should not rock. If it does, you have too much pressure in your canner, and you need to turn back your heat. So how do you know what your altitude is? Well, you go online. You go online and you look it up according to whatever address it is that you're canning from or that you're canning at. And the internet will tell you. Just do a Google search or whatever search engine that you use, and it should bring up some information on what your altitude is for the address that you've given it. And that is about it for the dial gauge. Okay? If you are using the dial gauge with this, then you will go, your canner is no longer a dial gauge. The dial gauge is just there for a little bit of reference. Your canner is now a weighted gauge if you use this regulator. Okay? Okie dokie. Well, I think that is about it. And so I hope you have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.